Hello, I'm Paul Carter and I'm here at Family Tree Live. I'm a web developer by trade. I'm also a very passionate genealogist, and the two parts of my business sort of do collide. I build quite a few websites for family tree organisations like the Family History Federation, whose new website has been launched at the show, and professional genealogists as well. So there's lots of sort of crossover in what I do. I'm also a writer for Family Tree magazine. I write a monthly sort of techie tips column, and we also look at how to publish data online and how to produce websites. And that's really what I've been talking about here at the show today. I've given a talk about how to publish your research online, some tips about how to go about it, and really why you would want to do it too. Because it is a bit of a minefield. Not only is it quite technical, but there's an awful lot of options there, and it's not always easy to find the one that fits best for what you're wanting to do. I recommend using WordPress, and the reason for that is really that you can start for free. You can set up an account very easily, and you don't need a lot of technical advice in order to use it. It's also scalable. And what I mean by that is that if you start with a very simple website but you want it to grow, then your WordPress website can carry on with you. So you start with that free one, then you can pay just nominally a few pounds a month, or you can move it to another provider, and it can just grow with you. Other providers, sort of like website builders, like for example Wix or Weebly, that are quite popular, or Vistaprint, you cannot move your website. They're very good, but they only are good while you still want to be there. If you want to move to another provider, you cannot with those people, which is why I recommend WordPress. So the talk sort of covered that in the main, but I also spoke about content, and that's sort of really what I give as my main tip. You want to promote being online to encourage people to contact you, sort of fellow researchers. Maybe there's a distant cousin who has that fabled family Bible, perhaps on another part of the world. And so by putting your research online, they perhaps will Google those names and those places that you're researching, and that's how you can make those connections. But what you want to do is make sure you don't put in too much information out there. Very easy, sort of like with an ancestry family tree, to publish all your research, and then people can hoover that up and collect it, and they have no reason to contact you. So put enough information out online, sort of answers like, say, first names, surnames, and maybe the birth year, and maybe the location. But that's enough for it to be found via Google, but not enough that you're giving away too much information. And put your contact details there, so you're enticing people to actually get in touch with you. So that's sort of really what I would offer as my recommendation. I've had lots of experience in my own research in doing this sort of thing, as well as hearing what readers at Family Tree magazine have some success stories they've had. I mean, I've got some family in the northeast of the country, and I've just sort of arbitrarily searched some of the names on Google and come up with some very simple personal websites that people have produced. And there was one by this couple in New Zealand, so they're right on the other side of the world, but they were researching my ancestors, and they had these most amazing documents and some extra information about different strands, not my direct line, but those sort of cousins. And it was quite fascinating to get in touch. It was a very simple website, just published through some Family Tree software, but it gave me some awesome information, and I got in touch with them, and we've been sharing some details ever since. So yeah, that's Paul Carter, and thank you very much.